Hey guys, it's Madison from the Film Magic and I am back for another movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more movie content. Today I'm going to be discussing the thriller mystery film The Little Things that was released earlier this year. The Little Things stars Rami Malek, Denzel Washington, and of course, Jared Leto. And honestly, how could you really go wrong when you have Jared Leto, Denzel Washington, and Rami Malek in one film? Without any spoilers, this movie is definitely a movie you have to watch twice. It's kind of confusing in a way. Sometimes you don't really know what's going on, but it is a fantastic film. It's basically about two detectives, Denzel Washington, who plays Deke, and then our other detective, Rami Malek, and they basically are going on a prowl to find a serial killer. Then we have, of course, our suspected serial killer in question, Jared Leto. This film honestly reminds me a lot of the film Seven from the 90s. It kind of has the same type of feel to it, and the whole time I was watching The Little Things, all I could think about is Seven, and I was constantly comparing it to the movie Seven. So if you loved Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman in the movie Seven, you are sure to love Denzel Washington and Rami Malek in The Little Things. This movie perfectly captures the aspects of mental health along with just a good old cop thriller mystery. So it's really adapted to our day in today with people's mental health struggles, and that's what I kind of really liked about it, because you have the one cop, Deke, who definitely has some mental health struggles of his own. And you kind of really see him as a character struggling with them as the film goes on. And they kind of become more apparent, towards the middle of the film to the end of the film. And you're kind of like, okay, this guy has some issues. One thing I do have to say about the film is I kind of wish, without any spoilers, I kind of wish it went a different way. The ending was nice. And I feel like I really enjoyed the ending. It was kind of like almost in a way a happy ending, but not really. So if you kind of like light endings, happy endings, the very, very end of this film is kind of feel good in a way. So I very recommend if you kind of like to feel good at the end of a movie when you watch it, because the ending of The Little Things is definitely something that you kind of smile at. However, there are some unanswered questions that go on in this movie. Such as like, who is the serial killer that you kind of never really discover for yourself? And just like questions like, there is a lot of unanswered questions that this movie kind of entails. And in a way, I personally didn't fully understand it, and I definitely need to go back and watch it a second time because I've only watched it once. It's definitely kind of plays with your mind again. So if you like those type of movies that kind of just mess with your mind, The Little Things is definitely for you. Now, critiquing the performance of the actors, phenomenal. I have no complaints. Jared Leto particularly, amazing. He has this really gritty, scary feel to him. His hair's long and he looks like a serial killer. You look at him and I wouldn't want to be walking on the street alone with him. He really captured that creepy middle-aged man part perfectly. And then you have our detective Deke, played by Denzel Washington. And honestly, it's Denzel Washington. We couldn't ask for a better detective in a film like this. He plays the detective part perfectly. What should I say? The troubled detective part perfectly. He definitely suffers from obsessive compulsion disorder, I believe, in the film. Like there's some type of mental health issue, and that's kind of why I love this film so much, because it really pays mind to that and personal struggles as a human being. And then we have Rami Malek, who plays the other detective, who also did a phenomenal job. I mean, just seeing him in his little tux, he kind of has like the perfect mannerisms of like that new kind of rookie detective. And then again, the similarities to Seven, when you have Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, a younger detective, an older person who's been in the job for a while. It's basically the exact same type of dynamic in this film than it was in Seven, and that's what I really love about it, because I love that dynamic. I love that, you got your older detective, your younger detective, kind of, you feel some tension between them, but then they become friends. Particularly, there is a dinner scene in The Little Things that literally almost exactly mirrors the dinner scene in Seven, when Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow invite Morgan Freeman over for dinner, the exact same kind of scene happens with Denzel Washington and Rami Malek and his wife in the film. And I just thought that was so cool. I really enjoyed the similarities to Seven. It was honestly really refreshing. Overall, if you like a gritty mystery that plays with your mind and that you have to sit down and watch more than once, The Little Things is definitely for you. It's definitely my type of film personally. It has aspects of mental health, aspects of horror, aspects of thriller, that classic cop drama. It has it all. So if you love it all, I totally recommend you checking out The Little Things. On my end, I definitely give it a solid 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Film Magic's movie reviews. If you want to see more movie content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment below on what movie we should review next.